Sudan has more Sufi Muslims than any other country in the world, and numbers are rising. They say if a family doesn't have at least one Sufi member, it's not Sudanese. Sufis tend to belong to tariqas or religious orders. We have come to Friday prayers at the Sammaniya Tariqa, the largest tariqa in Sudan.
This is Zakir, the Sufi ritual every Friday, which literally means remembrance of God. At the Sammaniya Mosque, it's led by the charismatic Sheikh Mohammed Al-Tayyib. His family have been Sammaniya sheikhs for 250 years. They're chanting the words La ilaha il Allah. There is no God but Allah. It's all highly organized. There's a clear hierarchy in the ranks here and an almost military discipline.
In recent years, many middle-class people who used to be secular have started to join the Sufi tariqas. They want to make a statement about Islam, but aren't interested in the more conservative or fundamentalist elements of Sudanese society. They're also attracted to the strong sense of community. Here, billionaires and people with nothing worship side by side.
They will do this for about 5 hours. It is seriously hard work. Meanwhile, the women join in upstairs. Despite the regimentation, this didn't feel in any way cold or soulless. Quite the opposite. The building emotion was infectious, and it felt like an incredible privilege to be here.
It is very hard. It's tough.
In and out, in and out.
So Sufism is about knowledge, actually, but more importantly is about to put this knowledge to practice. It's the knowledge of Allah, the knowledge of Islam. More importantly is to practice this knowledge, actually.
Yes.
And this is the way you see it in the zikr. This is how we perform our zikr, how we carry on our zikr, how we worship Allah Almighty through a very scientific background.
But it also seems very joyous to me. It seems very happy.
Yes. Well, it is, because it's about spirituality, actually. And this is how you got the life into practicing worshipping.
Yeah.
Because worshipping is not only movement, it's spirit inside this movement.
Well, it involves the whole of you, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
Yes.
It does. Because actually worshipping is not only by our tongue. We glorify Allah Almighty by our tongue, but as a whole and as a human being, we are not only tongue. There's the heart. So we're thinking about the heart. We got feeling. We need to clarify and we need to clean and we need to make this heart very spiritual, very clean from evil, clean from hatred, clean from evil.
So you've been traveling. Do you get distressed at all by some of the misunderstandings about Islam that's happening now in the West?
Well, I did a lot.
Yeah.
And it's such a bad experience, if you like, too. Because Islam now, when we're talking about Islam, we're talking about terrorism, unfortunately. It's like the same now, what is understood in the media, terrorism and Islam is the same.
Yeah.
And this is very bad, and it actually hurts Muslim, actually. It's very hurting. Because Islam, if you just translate the meaning of Islam, it's about peace. Islam is derived from peace. not everybody in the society are good, and not everybody in the society is evil. There's always exceptions, and I do stress exceptions. So whatever done in Islam by the name of Islam, and which is very negative, this is not Islam. This is not the true meaning of Islam.
The people here may look different to the whirling dervishes we met at the beginning of our trip, but they are all Sufis.